All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakahakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the for elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. I'm gonna read this title here from the People's Voice. It says Tucker Carlson arrested in Israel for quote unquote hate speech violations on social media. Right, so I haven't read this article yet, but I'm pretty sure I know about this because I've already heard about it. You know, people were speculating that he went out there to have an interview, and they was gonna unalive him. So the man ended up like doing the interview in the airport. Right, so because they couldn't get him outside the airport, they ended up just locking him up. But let's read on. The former Fox News host flew into Tel Aviv for a sit-down with Mike Huckabee, who asked Carlson to speak to him directly following an online spat about the country's treatment of Christians. Right, a simple conversation just about, religion and beliefs, which is all public knowledge, right? The Talmud is where they get it from. And this is not anti-Semitism. This is just asking them a question. Right? That's what people are saying. I gotta be careful what I say. The Daily News reports Carlson, who also frequently criticized Israel for its military actions in Gaza, took Huckabee up on his offer. But as critics and pro-Israeli activists began pulling on Carlson for purposely not leaving the airport during his brief visit, he revealed that he was not met with hostility in the Middle Eastern country. Carlson exclusively told the Daily Mail that shortly after the interview, Israeli officials confiscated his passport and hauled one of his colleagues off on an interrogation room. Quote, men who identified themselves as airport security took our passport, hauled our executive producer into a side room, and then demanded to know what we spoke to Ambassador Huckabee about. Carlson told the Daily Mail, it was bizarre. We're now out of the country. Prior to the interview, Carlson posted a photo on X of himself and his business partner Neil Patel in front of Ben Gurion Airport on Wednesday with the caption, greetings from Israel. Too bad Tucker stayed in the airport in the face of so many invitations to see so many wonderful places, a huge and obvious international missed opportunity, taunted David Friedman, the former U.S. ambassador to Israel during Trump's first term. Two sources familiar with the matter, however, told the Daily Mail that the Israeli government initially did not want to allow Carlson into the country, prompting a delicate negotiation involving the State Department. In the end, the Israeli government decided not to bar Carlson from entering the country in order to avoid a diplomatic incident, according to a Channel 13 report. So, they really wanted to unalive this guy. They just couldn't do it in a public place where there's cameras and witnesses. Just that he was supposed to go into the country. He felt something fishy. And he's like, you know what? We just do it right here. Because who has interviews at the airport? A spokesperson for the U.S. Embassy in Israel denied that Carlson was detained and claimed he received the same passport control questions that countless visitors to Israel, including Ambassador Huckabee and other diplomats, receive as part of normal entrance and exit from Israel. Right, that's a lie. Right, this man can't tell the truth for nothing. But yeah, man, this man almost lost it all. He's almost got unalive, man. It might not be over for him either. This is Sirach 14, also known as Ecclesiasticus. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? right? And you know that Amalek and Esau are the same tribe. They're the same tribesmen. And they so the small hatters, the Amalekites, call Esau the Amalekites. It's funny. And the Edomites call the small hatters devils, pretty much, or children of Satan. It's crazy. They hate each other. They want to kill each other. And they want to kill us too, but it's just crazy. This is Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and he said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, right? That means destruction. It cannot sustain itself. Right? It says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Right? There you go, man. Same tribesman. Same spiritual father Satan. Right? Verse 26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And it shall not stand. This one or the next. Right? With all that shit that's going on over there in the Middle East, where they flatlined that land of the Canaanites. Right? And I'm talking about ancient, I can't really say those names, you know what I'm talking about. Right? It's gonna be a mass exodus of JOOSs in that area, because they're gonna rebuild. They're gonna make hotels, they're gonna make all these things. Right? These are the people that have no accountability. Right? And this is the person that Tucker Carlson wanted to talk to. He's a wild man, you know. Esau could do that. Right? He could go over there and question things, and just like he questioned the police, and nothing happens to him. But they wanted to unalive him, man. Right? But they work for the same spiritual father, Satan. But it's gonna come to a time where, you know, they're gonna fight each other. They're gonna come to blows, man. This is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? They're gonna use all the technologies that they have against each other. Right? The small hatters got that iron dome, that gold dome now. They don't need the U.S. to protect them no more. They don't need their money. They're getting ready to let the U.S. collapse on its own. And Esau, although he's tired of it, it's too late for him. There's nothing they could do. But Amalek's already done with Esau, man. He's about to pull out all his small hatters out of here, start a new life. See you later to the U.S. and just let the other countries do what they want to do to it for all the wickedness they did around the world. Right? But this is all of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's all prophecy. We're living in some interesting times, man, and everybody's, you know, on edge. While the men of the elect, right, the 144,000, and the 1/3 is patiently waiting for Hamashiach Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus, to come and crack those clouds and execute vengeance on those who troubled him. Right? In Revelations, I believe chapter 1 says that the ones who pierced him shall see him. Right? And oh yeah, the world should be afraid. It's gonna be a very dark time. But yeah, man, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS, who I learned from. Shalom, throw for led preaching the word of truth, sincerity to you, ribs, to you sisters out there. Learning the silence, staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.